Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's arena time.
I know it's been a little while. I've been playing a lot of Slay the Spire. I'll probably talk about that more as we go. Slay the Spire is pretty awesome roguelike collectible card game, but I gotta get back into the arena here so I'm not totally out of shape for Hearthstone when the next expansion comes out. I have a lot of weird even and odd card mechanics, which would probably be really dumb in the arena. Yeah. But anyway, I think I've done I haven't done any arena recently, but I mean, among the last ones I did, I think all three of those classes were there. So priest is fine. Let's see, shadow form. I'm not a big fan of shadow form. I mean, it's a very powerful ability, but I like to be able to heal. This resurrecting multiple minions, it's very expensive, and you can't usually control your deck enough. You're gonna have a bunch of small crap that you might get from this, but it's still a fairly powerful ability, and if it gets upgraded, then even more so. I think I'm going to take that. Certainly had it come up against me and not appreciated it. Command Spirit's okay. I think we'll take the Raid Leader's pretty weak, guys. We'll take the Tentacle. The Tentacle is functional. It's a functional Tentacle. Hey, Blade Master, pretty good when you're a priest. Solid 3-cost minion. Yeah. I mean, maybe blowing up pirates is actually useful in the meta. There are times, but actually being like I like this guy. He's one of my favorite 1-cost minions to pick. But am I likely to have a bunch of elemental stuff? I don't know. Maybe just a croc who might potentially theoretically blow up a pirate someday, but mostly is just a crocodile is probably a little bit better than a 2/1 as a priest because I can heal him. You are no Northshire Cleric. Okay, you are also a very good 1-cost minion. Just give a friendly minion a permanent +1 attack. That's solid. Yeah, bubbles. I'm not gonna have weapons. This guy's really great. I'm not gonna have weapons. So here, this is enemy pirate, right? No, destroy a pirate. Wow. So he can blow up friendly pirates or I would just not play him, I assume. But all right, let's take the brewer for some healing. Healing synergy. Unidentified elixir I do like, unlike most of the unidentified things. Nesting rock is pretty strong, though. And even possibly better as a priest. There are a lot of minions, though. There aren't as many, like, good minion buffs that are worth having in the arena. I think I might actually take the unidentified elixir, even though the rock is probably a better card. I think it's a lot easier to get cards that fill the same purpose as the rock than it is to get cards that fill the purpose of being +2/+2 buff, and usually a bonus effect that is worth a card in itself. This one is Discover-based Resurrection, so it's pretty good, whereas I'm not a huge fan of these guys, even though card drawing is excellent. He's a pain in the ass way to do card drawing, kind of expensive. He's so fragile. He's just going to, like, die and draw you a card. He's not usually going to do anything. I mean, he could get lucky. He could do a lot of damage. Okay, no-brainer is Free from Amber. It's the arena. I'm probably always going to choose Free from Amber. It's statistically unlikely that there would be so many Free from Ambers or expensive cards in general that I would be like, oh, I can't take another Free from Amber in this arena deck. No. This thing is weird. Summon 1/1 copies of 2 friendly Death Rattle minions that died. I'm unlikely to have enough Death Rattle minions. I currently have 0. I don't really want to fill my deck with these things. They're expensive, but none of these cards are helping me at all, so I guess I will. Maybe I will get too many Free from Ambers and lesser Diamond Spellstones. Radiant's pretty strong. Soul Priest gives you a lot of control. I'd like to take the Radiant, but I think I'm actually going to take the Soul Priest, even though it can be a problem sometimes. Usually it's not. It would be a problem with this guy. I'm not going to have hand buffing. Let's take the Happy Ghoul, though. I've never had the chance to actually get a Happy Ghoul as a priest. I mean, if you heal something, then you get to play this guy for free. So you get a 3/3 for 0. That's pretty good. Holy Smite versus Holy Fire. Holy Fire is very expensive, but it does a lot more. Let's take that. Again, not good with Arcanine Soul Priest, but that's not usually the concern. Pine-sized Potion I am not a big fan of. it it looks like what it should do is shrink your opponents on when they attack you next turn. But it doesn't do that at all, ever. It's only so that your minions can beat up on their minions and take less damage, essentially, or so that you can use priests like attack less than tricks. Those are the only things it's good for. I don't have any of those yet. It's not good for the fighting. It could be interesting if they could make a card like this that was just give all of the enemy minions -3 attack on their next turn only. So it doesn't do this, but it does like reduce their damage to you. That'd be pretty strong. Probably have to cost more. I don't know. Let's just take the healer. I think that'll generally be okay. None of those were good cards. Devour Mind is a very good card. Some of these are not the worst, but we'll take Devour Mind for sure. Just generate more cards, even if they're from the opponent's deck. Give a minion to your opponent, and then you draw 3 cards. I can't see having enough synergy to make that work. I'm not going to have the kind of minions that have terrible drawbacks you want to give away. I've already got enough resurrection crap. I don't need more random resurrection crap. Let's take Shadow Madness. I like Shadow Madness. Orion, the Smith, and the Chemist is pretty solid. Chemist is just a 3/3 for 4, and you get an extra card. So I could get another Elixir. I could get another Crawler. That's what I need. No. Lone Champion is pretty strong if you don't have any other minions alive at that point in time. Now, have I got enough? I'm wondering if I'm going to have too few minions at this point. I like taking another unidentified Elixir, even though the other identified cards are not very good. I still think this one's pretty damn good, especially for the arena, but I think I'm going to take the Lone Champion because I'm worried I don't want to have too many minion buffs and not enough minions. And these spellstones require me to have minions die, which is not the same as having to have minions alive. It's a lot easier to have minions that are dead, but still. He's a bad resurrection target, is an interesting point. My deck might be slower here, so maybe I want the Mistress of Mixtures. On the other hand, rezzing her could be bad sometimes. Depends, but my deck's probably on the slower side, is what it's looking like. So maybe I take that, or I'm just going to take the Elixir from that row. I don't care about those guys. I'm not super happy with the choices of minions I'm getting, though. Like, he requires me to have other minions alive. He doesn't, but he just gives me, he's just small stuff. This is a bunch of guys, but they're guys I don't really want to res, and I guess I'll take the Shroom, because I've never played with the Shroom. It's random, but interesting. Generates 1-cost minions. So Spirit, I don't have any spell damage, so Spirit Lash isn't super exciting, but it might still be worth having. And having more spells in my deck does make it easier to charge these up and get it to resurrecting 3 minions or something, which is like a ton, but I have to have played enough minions and had them die. I really need more minions. Is the Tidehunter where I want, though? Tidehunter works against the resurrection, though. You don't want to resurrect him or his little buddy, so whatever. Let's take another Holy Fire. We'll go with the idea that our deck's going to be slow and powerful, and then we got to get some minions to help out. I don't think I've ever seen him animated before, and it looks stupid. Healing Potion, Summon a 5/5 copy of a random minion in your deck. That's where, do your minions have really cool, non-battle cry abilities? And the answer is no. My guys are, all battle cry guys, or nothing, basically. So that's not good. This is, a 5/5 for no reason. I'm not a big fan of the turtle, but I think I'm actually going to take the turtle because I'm needing more minions. I have the buffs, which work okay on him, and he's not a horrible, res compared to some of the other things. Shifting Shade would be awesome, though. He's also good to res. Gives me additional cards. We have a decent amount of card advantage stuff, I feel like. I'm going to 1/1 copy of him. Again, I don't have a lot of minions with good abilities for that. Now I've got the Shifting Shade, who would be, but he's the one. Let's take the Stormwind Knight. Gotta hope we can survive the early game enough. I like this guy a lot, too, but I'm going to take the Stormwind Knight because with an eye to these resurrection things. Resurrecting him is pretty good. Okay, this is a tough choice. Because between these two guys, I would take the Defender. Okay, like he's fine, but for my circumstances, I don't have stuff that cares about having multiple guys. Doesn't make that much difference if they're rezzed or whatever. But he's really great. On the other hand, the Bog Creeper is amazing and be much more powerful to res if he's died. Like, he's super strong, but I'm wondering about my survival until I get to that late game. We're just going to take the Bog Creeper anyway, even though, you know, it's strong. Free from Amber. My deck's very expensive, but I just have to live that long. I've got some healing and stuff like that. The Fireplume Phoenix is a pretty good minion, but I don't think it's helping my deck. I think I'm just going to go with the Free from Amber. It's really trying to make me have too many Free from Ambers. I mean, I guess I asked for the right thing. Because I have so few early game cards. I have hardly anything. I have a bunch of like 3-cost minions and stuff, sort of, but I have very few things that cost less than 3. So I'm thinking I should almost take the Shadow Ascendant, because this is a really good 2-cost minion. Really good, and it buffs stuff, and if you res it, then she immediately buffs something, which is good. And I already have 2 Free from Ambers. This would not be a bad choice, but I'm just looking at my casting cost curve and wondering if maybe I have managed to work myself somehow into that corner. They're so strong, but if I don't live long enough to play it, I only have 2 of those, and these stupid things clogging it up. I think I might actually not take the Free from Ambers. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, you're way better than the other 2 guys there, and the other ones are not significantly faster. Another Shifting Shade would be good, or I could take the Holy Smite, but I think I need more of this. I've got a lot of things to give me cards. I'm going to hope they give me solutions. This guy's amazing, but I don't have the dragons. This guy's amazing, but I don't have the dragons. This thing doesn't need the dragons to be amazing. And board clear is going to be important, I think. I have a lot of heavy-hitting cards in this deck. I am wondering about the overall composition, because I've got to survive until the point when I can, resurrect 2 minions, Amber, resurrect 3 minions or something. To charge up those spellstones to get to the point where they're resing 3 or 4 minions, you do have to cast a lot of spells while that copy of the card is in your hand. I have a fair number of spells, but they're all expensive, so I don't know if it's going to be practical for me to be upgrading those. But resurrecting 2 minions for 7, that's the problem. Resurrecting 2 minions for 7 mana, it really depends what you get. Because you can get the Shaft. The fact is, you've got to play your small minions to keep you alive until that point. I don't need the Eternal Servitude in the starting hand. I've got lots of... I want to try and get more 3 or less cards. I probably won't, but the Turtle's not exciting. Okay. So I've really got to hope this Squirming Tentacles survives long enough to cast that on it. This is giving Death Rattle, return a minion to your hand. See, like that power is like worth an extra card. It's super. It's +2/+2, and it gives you a free minion back if it doesn't get silenced. I'm gonna get my ass kicked. I hope he doesn't have serious discard tech going on. This guy says I have crazy discard tech, but it's the arena, so he might have just taken it speculatively, or it was a bad row, or who knows. Okay. And that could be a concern, but it's not killing me this second. Okay, if I play him, my opponent plays 1 more minion, he would have enough damage out there to kill him, which would be unfortunate. On the other hand, if he plays 2 minions, he can kill this, and this isn't killing anything back. This guy's doing a lot of damage. I don't know. I'm gonna... Oh, no, okay, never. He's also really good for the resurrection stuff. I wish I had more of him. Yeah, this guy's just gonna get his ass beat. If he lives, then I can +2/+2 him, but he's gonna have taken a lot of damage by that point. Alright, let's just play him. He's probably going to get killed. Hopefully he gets killed by the minions and not by a spell. Damn it. No, okay. Excuse me. So you can kill him now. You're going to choose to not kill him. Interesting choice. So, problem is I can't do 2 things. I just can't. I could give him +2/+2 and get him back. Then he would be 6/5, so he could kill the Darkshire guy, which is probably smart. They could also play this to protect him. Just kill the imp to make sure that no cards get drawn, and hope I could heal him later, but let's kill the Darkshire before he gets any bigger. Now he will get killed by the 3-1, but what am I going to do? I feel like my hand would have worked better if I had the coin, but of course I would have had more cards then. Now I can play him and heal him right away, which helps. Oh, it doesn't help against that. Shadow Madness, Shadow Madness, Shadow Madness. No. Okay. Okay, let's play some guys. If your hero was healed this turn. Forget that. Okay, let's do this. That's a relatively efficient turn and is not putting out my best stuff to get Basilisk. Stupid Basilisk. I didn't realize so many of my cards were golden. It's just happened gradually over time. It started becoming noticeable when the arena, when they did change the arena at some point, so that if you have a golden copy of any card, then you get gold ones. Okay, so we need to kill the Basilisk. He's pretty bad. If we kill the Basilisk, then we can play this guy and have him with his full powers. But it's not that exciting. This guy, Death Rattle Recruiter Minion, is scary. Alright, let's just do this. Then we get superpowered lone champion. If she stands alone, and then he can protect this guy. It's a little poor to play him and not be able to heal him right away. Like a Hellfire would be annoying, but yeah. We're getting close to being able to play him and steal a bunch of cards, and we're going to start getting some card advantage back, so I'm not worried about that. This game is pretty stalematey so far, unless he gets something really good out of Gnome Boy there. Okay, sacrifice a minion and a random enemy minion. Ow. That's a pretty strong-ass demon. Damn it. I'm buffing him. So 5/6 is doing 1 damage for free every turn. That was a hell of a turn. That was a significant change in fortunes. Free from Amber next turn. Alright, well, we're going to play this, because what else am I going to do? Kill that, so if I killed the 2-1, then this guy would automatically die to whatever, whereas this way I'm preventing, if he does have any discard mechanics, I'm preventing him from getting free cards. Speaking of free cards, 2 mana, 2 life free cards. Not overly free, that's the problem. Warlocks, nothing is ever free. This guy was pretty free, though. I mean, he played an expensive 2-2 to get him, but yeah. Okay. Right now, just on the board, it's inconvenient for him to kill this guy. Like, expensive, but it's very doable. If he had any kind of spell. He didn't have any kind of spell to help him out with that. Interesting. Okay, so I could try and steal a bunch of cards, or I could just try and get a random thing. Let's just try and get something crazy. So these guys are coming without their battle cry. So he's just a 7/7. So the Boogie Monster's straight up better than him. Odds are. We're gonna kill stuff. This is we haven't played that many minions. We played some 3-cost minions, but we just haven't played that many minions in general. So if we did start rezzing guys now, after these die, there's a pretty good chance that we get these back. There's a big fat Etten. Come on, Elixir? Elixir would be good right now. That is not the Elixir. This is going to let me choose, though. There's a good chance that I can get back that guy that just died. Discover. Yes. Hello. This guy is kind of crap, and these two together can't kill him. That's the annoying part. probably healing this is irrelevant, but I can heal him after that. So let's do that. I know I could be stealing cards, but I like the idea of just doing this for now. I have no idea how this game is going to go. It's still really on the fence. That is a lot of Ettins. Okay, it didn't summon a doomed soothsayer or whatever idiot, so that's a plus. Are you going to trade your guy and kill that, or you're just too happy with your dealing 1 damage thing, you don't want to risk your guy? Interesting. I'm not sure whether or not killing us with that guy was the right move, but I do feel like I'm just getting the feeling, for no good reason, that he's too attached to that dude. Okay, so if he kills a guy and survives, he gets bigger. But he's only going to get bigger if I heal him up to 5. He's only going to be at 3 hit points after getting his +2/+2. That should be okay, though. All right, let's steal us some cards. He has one of these guys. Nice. Blast Crystal. Okay, that's actually handy. Now if I trade a guy, I'm going to lose him, but I'm okay with that. Or do I just blow him up and then get rid of the other guy like I was planning to? Like, he's harder to kill, but I can actually get bonuses on him by doing it. Ah, oh, damn it, I don't have that. I can't afford to heal my guy and do that. Okay. Let's just do that. Beatings, beatings, beatings. Now he's got a Blast Crystal in there somewhere, because I got it from him, but he's, that changed the momentum somewhat. I think it may have been a mistake for him to leave my guy alive, I don't know. Would it have made much difference? I guess not. Ended up killing him anyway, but... Ow. Ew, annoying. Soul Priest, yeah. I want to see what I get from this guy. That'll inform the rest. It's not a Discover, it's just a random potion. So it could be anything. I mean, it'll get used, but I'm not excited by it. So this plus 2 damage from him will kill that. So I think we're going to do that. I could trade this to kill that, but I think I'm just going to freeze that sucker and do most of your health and damage. That there may have been a way I could have arranged that to just win this turn, but I'm not super concerned. He can't draw extra cards anymore, and he's got to kill the Akanai Soul Priest, and then he's got to kill or block everything else. So, good luck there. He's going to read Deathbed Conversion. Save me, light! Save me! He thinks thou art out of luck. Not light enough. What's this lag? Is that him surrendering lag? No, that's me killing him. See, having a bunch of powerful late-gamey sort of stuff in the arena can work well. I don't think that was a super hard... Well, he was doing pretty serious stuff in parts. I don't know. We'll just have to see if I can keep up with that victory method next time.
If you enjoyed this, please activate the like button. And don't forget to subscribe to Demonac Games for more Hearthstone Arena and other gaming videos.